What is up, Knights of Vex? We are now on round 2 for the 3v3 season, and we had a very good start. Got a win in the first round against a very confident opponent, and we kind of shut them down by not dropping a battle and coming out victorious. So it feels good to be back in the win column and being able to try some fun counters. So today, I did change up my defense a little bit, try to make it a little bit more tougher, and honestly make the attack path harder for me. But I think it was worth it. I'll show you guys later on because I did take a look at the map a little bit earlier. But let's get right into it. Let's head into the game and see where we are. With that win, we did not drop out of Kyber 1. So for a rubber match to determine who stays in Kyber 1 and who doesn't, that previous opponent was very tough. But for today, we're at 3680, working our way back up to a higher rank. We got to really get a good win streak going. Our opponent for today is The Truth, and they are from the guild Seekers of Jeddah. A very good guild, very good TW focus guild, and a lot of good players. This player reached out to me. They said they were a big fan of the channel and that they're going to attack when they can. They're currently like having some sort of vacation on the beach or something like that. So I hope my opponent is having a really good time. I was just in Aruba, so I know the feels. Going hard for the error units. They're at 15.6 million galactic power. We have a very similar amount of relic 10s. You might actually have identical relic 10s, so pretty even in terms of that. Datacrons, I'm thinking I definitely have the advantage in Datacrons. They don't have nearly as much as I do, but they probably have really good level 9s and stats, but I have way more overall Datacrons, so I have the advantage there. Taking a look at the map, I checked on my phone really quick because I wanted to see if there was anything I could use Ugnaught on defense, and there might be, but I changed it up. I swapped out my Ugnaught for my Queen Amidala team, and I got it had 3 attempts, so 2 holds, 3 attempts. And my Jango team, 3 attempts. So I barely got through it last round. I had to use Baylan, and it was sketchy. It was not easy. I needed to go with a higher defense cron, but Forlom really causes pain, really big pain. But they were able to one-shot everything else, but I have a little bit of wiggle room here. Haven't checked out any of the other walls yet, so I'm not sure if they've attacked. Kept my back wall relatively the same. Yep, that wasn't changed. I kept my Supreme Leader on defense. And we have my Cobb team, my Saw team, Inquisitors. I moved Pirate King Hondo to the top, I think. And Lord Vader looks like was one shot. So I have a very, very good amount of wiggle room, but it could all go downhill if I get stuck. So we don't want that to happen. We have to deal with Cassian, Relic 9. Ahsoka Ezra with Hoi Yang, Lord Vader, which I saw earlier because I wanted I'm probably going to use Ugnaught against it. I want to see if it's going to be consistent. Rey with Luminara, and we have Pirate King Hondo with SM33, and it's not one of the newer crons, so that's very good to know. Up top, we have a Jango team with no Asajj. Okay, so they went for the split here. So maybe Baylan can be consistent against that. We have Cobb Vanth on defense, which is going to be really good to test against. Boss Nass with Jar Jar's level 9, ISB, and then we also have Trench with Trench level 9. So this is going to be an interesting one. It's one of those grand arenas where if you don't prepare for a potential back wall scare, you're going to end up getting stuck. So if I go ahead and use Satele on Lord Vader, then I have to figure out something else for a possible back wall Stranger Starkiller Maul if he's hiding back there. So I think we're going to start this grand arena with the GOAT himself, Ugnaught, against Lord Vader. Hopefully it's a success. If not, I'll have to think of plan B. But let's have some fun. Let's get this arena started. And hopefully a 2-0 start. Okay, here we go. Time to see if Ugnaught could take on Lord Vader in 3v3 format. We were able to get this to work in 3v5 in Squad Arena, but they had no Datacrons and there wasn't an Omicron active, and not nearly as scary of a Datacron that this is going to be, because this one is powerful. The attacker max health damage 6 literally was like printed for Lord Vader because it's literally meant for him. They have extremely high tenacity, offense, and health, so they have bulk and a little bit of raw damage that's going to be a little hard to get through. But we're going with the Ugnaught team. The best thing about this is the grit level 6, because we're going to be immune to dots on 2 of our characters. I think Ezra's going to go down. I think there's nothing I could do to prevent Ezra from dying. Hopefully I can get an early cleanse from Ugnaught. I have him modded pretty fast on this account. I'll show you guys right after. But I'm rocking the Ugnaught level 9 with a very high crit damage, crit chance, and health. The problem is the crit damage will not come in handy once Lord Vader drops below a certain health threshold. But my Ugnaught I have modded for 300 speed, which to me is kind of fast. My opponent yesterday had a 327, so I guess Not as fast as I'd like him to be, but let's see how this does. I'm hoping this can be consistent. Let's see if Lord Vader has to be taken off of defense this season. I have to figure out if I want to do a basic or a fracture to start this battle. So I think Ezra goes down. And they're going hard for him. And backup plan will help me until Order 66 comes to be a thing. So, okay, see what I mean? Like, that's kind of stinky. So, you know what? Do I just go for a basic here? Or do I fracture Apo? I'm going to go basics. I'm going to put the captive on Apo, I think. That's the way to go. We're going to go here. And go just all in on Lord Vader. Again, I do not think Ezra is going to last. I cannot picture Ezra making it far. So here's the biggest question is, do I want a fracture or do I want a basic? I think I just want a basic. Call Ugnaught. This is looking pretty good. Let's see if that was a mistake. Alright, that's the little mini savior mechanic. This is where Ezra goes down. Yep, that's fully expected. A lot of bonus protection. Good ability block. So now I just got to get through him. You know, somewhat fast. Order 66, I'm not a fan of. Still has Order 66. So this is where it can get a little dicey. Do I go for the fracture? Thank you for the sub mid-video. I heard it on the other screen, but I gotta be so careful right now. I can't kill the other side, so it does nothing for me. Those are pretty big hits. Maybe here? Now he's gonna get to his ultimate charge. Yes, yes, yes. That was crazy cool. Look at this, guys. This is sick. Oh my god, we're hitting so hard. I knew. I had a feeling. That is clutch. We're gonna fracture you. This is so fun. The critical damage there was actually kind of nice. But that's one of the toughest Lord Vader setups you're gonna see all season long. Uh-oh. Lots of dodge. Ugnaught is countering Galactic Legend Lord Vader in 2026. I just have no words. I mean, what do you guys think? Is that going to be consistent this season? Because that is absolutely insanity. That's a Relic 7 Ugnaught and a Relic 7 Ezra with a Relic 9 OG Hondo. You're going to see a lot more players with Relic 10 Ugnaughts. That might help a little bit more with survivability and the Relic Delta. But that is such incredible value. Lord Vader is not a bad team. He's so dangerous, especially with that level 6. And we just took him out with his scariest variation on defense with that Datacron. Yeah, we're going to have to reconsider Lord Vader's viability on defense this season if this can be consistent. We're going to have to look at the data after week 1, but I couldn't be any more happy with that victory. Next up, I want some redemption against Ahsoka because I lost that on my ult account, and I think that with my opponent's modding and the Datacron, I feel way more confident. So it's a Relic 9 Ezra, and they have the Terminator level 3 for light side, and they're rocking high defense with crit damage and protection. So the defense does not really scare me because of Spirit. It's more of that extra health. Sorry, guys. I just had coffee and I just got stuck for a second. My bad. I'm not concerned about defense. I'm concerned about health and protection because it makes him bulky. But the Kron I am rocking is going to be a Dark Side Terminator 3 with high crit damage and a little bit of crit chance with offense. So, you know, I think this is going to work out fine. Let's see if that Terminator does anything. I don't think Ezra's modded fast enough for it to matter. Because they will gain Terminator. Okay, we're fine. I'm going to go for the blind. I think it's worth it. Yep. Go here. Do this. And this should be a one-shot. Yep. it's really, the defense doesn't really scare me. It's the bulk. And if they had a bulk level 3, it just makes it way more sketchy because he gets very tanky. If you don't have that raw output from Spirit, you're not going to get it done. But this really opens it up. Very, very easy. I didn't even have to use one of the newer crons. I used this a very high crit damage cron that I had. And that should end it. Oh. Trying to end it with good banners. I guess it's taking a second right here. There we go. 57 banners. So satisfying when I can get this to work because it's just the value you get from taking out a GL, a very expensive GL with a very, very good conquest unit with just a marquee team. Just makes it feel extra special. So getting that to work today is very good, and it was a full banner win. So Vex so far is smooth sailing. Moving on to Pirate King Hondo next, and this is going to be different from yesterday because it has SM33 and a different Datacron. 1 Relic 10, double Relic 9. They are rocking a Health and Protection Recovery 3 when they get a buff for Darkside with high protection, a little bit of crit damage and offense. So going to be a little bit more tanky, but I'm going to try Ufus again with Maul and Malgus. Max health damage 3, my highest crit damage cron for Darkside with some pretty good defense and a little bit of health. I think, hopefully they don't remove the Frenzy off of Maul. That's pretty bad RNG. So that's the bad RNG aspect of the counter. Now they get all those crazy Frenzy buffs and all that damage, which kind of stinks. But let's see if I can just get rid of SM33 right here. Not quite. So that's kind of sketchy, no? Let's see what happens. Because SM33 can hit extremely hard. We're alive. Or we're not at 20 stacks, so that'd be a waste. Alright, I think we're good. It just a little bit dicey opener. Yeah, when they steal the buffs from Maul, it just kind of stinks, but we're gonna be fine. I wonder if there's any condition in this counter where it doesn't go your way. They like maybe one-shot Malgus. Maybe. I don't 100% know for sure. We'll get a reset here. For as much crit damage as I have on the Cron, I feel like it's not really reflecting yet. Ugh, that just steals the banners. Yeah, we lost 3 protection banners. That's the one downfall with running it, is that you don't really have a lot of protection recovery on this team. Can't really, I don't think you can afford replacing Maul with Cal, even though Cal gives really good protection up, gives your team extra max health, and has a little bit of protection recovery with that middle ability. I simply don't think that you can rely on Malgus' raw damage enough. It's just simply too risky with the solo Pirate King Hondo. So I'll take it for today, but I want to figure out maybe there's a different Cron where I can get some better banners. We'll see. Next up is going to be Rey Ben Luminara, and I don't have my normal counter today because I set Queen Amidala on defense, and it was doing a lot of work for me, but let's see if this ends up hurting me in the end. I did have Stranger Maul last time, but now I won't have it for a potential back wall scare. But I really don't have any other option here where I feel comfortable using. So we know what Luminara's Focus Datacron is like. The stats are insane. The protection disruption causes a major annoyance. So this is the best team I have against it. The Cron I am rocking is going to be a Darkside max health damage 3 with the Sith stacking offense 6. The only reason why I'm using this is because I have another Sith Cron that has a really high defense that I want to save for potentially a Baylan squad. This has high crit damage, defense, tenacity, and some crit chance. I think I'll be fine. I think the opening play is going to be to fracture Luminara. I think, because I have to get them low anyway. Let's go ahead and remove all the buffs. So we're going to... actually, who do I fracture? I do think I fracture you. Okay, Maul is still here. Let's get you in damage immunity. Maybe we get a massive kill. Perfect. Go here. So, Ben's not coming back, but I hope Maul can survive a massive whirlwind. She's debuffed. That's less damage. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Maul is still with us. And that's very nice. I'll get to Starkiller's ult. Don't kill. Okay, cool. It doesn't work like that when she's in damage immunity. I do want Starkiller to get to his ult, though. Like, very badly. Maybe that helps. Trying to stall this out a little bit. Or can Maul not get his banners back? That might be another scenario. Oh, you don't have your middle ability yet. Maybe here? Okay, go here. That's going to be unleashed. And we're going to launch it for the banners. I think Maul is not getting that back, though. He gets a little bit of health from that threshold. That's fine. And we'll end it. Is that going to be a 56? Alright, very good. Very good. That worked out in my favor. And that leaves me a different option for defense. Because if I'm going to set this team just to lose to Satele, maybe I get different value from bringing Queen Amidala on defense and then this on offense. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You have to pick and choose your battles and what you want to do. So just because I set Queen on defense doesn't mean I didn't have a game plan for Rey. I had this team specifically for them, and it worked out great for me. I think there's one more team on this bottom wall, and then we got to see what's in the back. Keeping things clean here. I'm not taking chances against it. I don't have Queen. I have Kenobi. Kenobi's going to go here. If there's a back wall Jabba, then I have to figure that out. Thank you again to the newest follower on my stream. You guys, we're getting a lot mid-video, so I have my alert box on. So big shout out to all the new subs and followers. I appreciate you all. But we got Cassian, Leia, and Luthen. High Relic, 7-star Cassian, Focus Datacron. We know how scary it is. I am going to try to play this match better than the previous 2 times. Because the first one was an atrocity, and the second one was not the best either. Going with the Bulk 3, the Galactic Republic bonus turn 6, and the Master Mace, or not Master Mace, just regular Mace 9, with defense, protection, tenacity, and some potency. So I'm saving that insta-kill no matter what. But I'm not risking losing by not bringing him to his 25% health threshold. I think that's just a little too risky. So I'm going to try to insta-kill the decoy. Even though they'll get a revive, it's not the end of the world. Okay, go here. Hopefully we get a... That's really good RNG. Kind of. Protection up is very nice here, and the Bulk 3 is keeping us alive. Okay, we got an ult coming up. I'll just remove those buffs. I don't want them to have that high morale or whatever it is. That's nice. Kenobi... Call Cat to assist. There we go. So now I'll go pass this back to you. I'm insta-killing the decoy. Okay. Perfect. Now I have to go for you. You might go to the... I need to get you to that 25% health threshold. I do not want to risk it. Maybe you go down? Alright, so she's going to revive. Or can Mace come in here and save me? I think we're good. Okay, cool. No revive today. We're going to go here. And end it. Alright, very good. That's a very successful bottom wall. Not super stressed today. Not super stressed. Or as stressful as a wall like yesterday. So, let's see what's hiding. This is where it can start to become a little bit more stressful. We're at 548 heading into that back. Little stressful. Little stressful. But at the same time, there's some teams with no Datacrons. But they set Kenobi on defense. So that's... I haven't seen Kenobi on defense in a long time. Very, very long time. So, they're making things interesting. I do appreciate it. And they have Leia in the back. So, and we got some Ewoks. We have Ewoks. We get to see what this is like. So, we have some pretty good things to test against. Up top, I still have to deal with a very strong top wall. We have Cobb, Vanth, we have Gungans, ISB, all really tough teams. Jango. So, we're probably going to tackle the GLs first in the back because that has me the most concerned, but we might be okay. Just need to, be calm and do the right counters. Okay, first GL we're going to tackle is going to be Kenobi, and I'm feeling pretty confident with this one because we have a lot of counter Kenobi stuff, and I've been really wanting to try this Datacron with Bo-Katan anyway, so it works out. They have a Relic 10 General Kenobi, very cool. They have the health recovery on a crit for light side 3, with high crit damage, protection, and offense. I am rocking the healer stat gain 3, so every time IG targets an ally, they're gaining stats. The defense to offense level 6 for Bo-Katan, I got messaged by someone in my Discord saying that this is very good. I'll give them I forgot their name. I'll give them a shout out at the end of the video. I'm going to look it up, but high crit damage, crit chance, offense, health, and some potency. They're going to get the insta-kill. We have a revive already in our kit, so we should be fine. So that's absolutely okay because we have this. We're going to get our protection up. We are going to do a basic. Let's see how hard Bo hits. I think I just want to get rid of General Kenobi first. Alright, she's hitting pretty hard. Just gotta be careful of that heal immunity, that's all. Now, let's go for an ability block. Very good. We have some Breach, some Anti-Daze. That's nice. Okay, nice and easy. So, Cat's not going to hit nearly as hard. Let's go basic. Alright, we have to wait a sec. Maybe we just go hard on Kenobi? Look at this defense to offense. I told you. Yeah. It's absolutely insane what Bo-Katan with the level 6 here is doing. Look at this one shot. That's incredible. This is why you cannot set Kenobi on defense. I'm sorry. I want to give a shout out to, let me see, Force Bros for letting me know how strong of a Datacron the defense to offense is with Bo-Katan, because she just hits like an absolute truck. And this is the sole reason why Kenobi really cannot be set on defense. He's countered by Bo, he's countered by Baylan, he's countered by Inquisitors. There's just too many counters for him. He's so much better value on offense. So, really solid performance. Okay, Leia's going to be next, and I'm thinking I'm just going to do a mirror match here. Just try to, play it smart and get rid of them one by one. They have the protection up level 3 for light side, the Galactic Republic protection recovery 6, with extremely high defense, so it's actually kind of scary with some crit damage. My Datacron might not be the best now. I didn't really see what that was like, but we are going to try a mirror match. I was going with a protection up 3 with my highest crit damage cron, but that defense is kind of scary. It is a little scary, but we're still going to go about this. I didn't check the Leia speeds. Hopefully I'm faster. I am, so that's great. Let's go here. Nice stun. Let's go here. And maybe a one-shot. Okay. Very nice. Go here. Nice stun. They get a cleanse because that stinks. Stinks. They're hitting kind of hard. Let's get the one shot. Oh, didn't get it. Oh boy, this is really taking some time. Let's go for R2. Okay, that's good at least. Yeah, the stealth doesn't really do much. She has an ultimate coming up. Maybe a damage immunity? So she gets the first ult. Hopefully it's not a lot. Alright, we're alive. I don't know if I can get to my own ult. I don't want to do a basic. I want to see if I can stall it out. Might not happen. Alright, we're losing a protection banner. Alright, not the end of the world. Having Leia available is very nice because I can use it against a potential back wall Leia. I was not expecting Leia back there at all. Not going to lie. But very nice that I saved her. Didn't use her for the Ahsoka battle. And that meant I could do a mirror match for that back wall. So that was really good saving her on my part. Next up is going to be Jango with his Datacron. And this is with Bosk and Mando. And there's no Asajj Omicron, so they don't get 100% turn meter. They have the stacking offense and speed 3 with the Wordy Separatist 6, and obviously the Jango 9 with crit damage, crit chance, health, and potency. I'm rocking Baylan. They don't have Asajj or Forlom this time, but it's a good test because I'm bringing in a higher defense cron. I didn't do this last time. Max health damage 3, great defense, really good potency, and some high crit damage. Maybe that high potency will help me land the stun. I know they're going to start with Doubt, so they shouldn't be super fast. Gotta get rid of Mando first, but even... So the potency is nice there. But even if so, very easy. We are immune to insta-kills, so that just works out in our favor. Yeah, I don't think... You know what it is? As much as you want to split the teams into 2, I just don't think it's worth it. That's the high defense coming in clutch. Yeah, I'll definitely have to consider doing high defense going forward. Telling you, with Asajj and Forlom, it was way, way more dicey. And that's going to be a 56. So not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. I think this is helping me understand that as much as you want to split the team into 2, do a separate Jango team and a separate Asajj team, it's simply not as strong unless they're united, you know? It's kind of like Goku and Vegeta. They're very strong on their own, but they make a super team together to form Vegito. But regardless, solid performance. This is actually something I want to test against because I have heard that Jar Jar's level 9 actually causes problems for Traya, and I want to see it on my own. This is a double Relic 7 and 1 Relic 9. They have the Tank Protection Recovery 3 and the Protection Recovery 6 for Gungans with the Jar Jar 9, High Potency, Tenacity, and Crit Chance. I'm going to run with the standard Traya comp, Max Health Damage 3, Sith bonus turn 6 with High Defense, some Crit Damage, Tenacity, Crit Chance, and some Potency. Let's see if that level 9 does anything. But players have told me that it does cause problems, so I'm really, really curious. There's the death mark on Traya. Oh boy. I'd like Traya to take a turn. Whenever she feels like it. Is the death mark gone now? Alright, I mean, so far so good, right? Ooh, well, I don't like Nihilus getting a death mark there. Can't insta-kill until that generator's gone. 6 more hits. I mean, so far, so good. Unless you get some bad RNG with Deathmark, this doesn't seem that scary. I think the Attacker Cron is way scarier. Alright, we're just going to get rid of you because of that Deathmark. Yeah, this wasn't that bad. Look at that damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I don't think the Jar Jar level 9 is going to be making that big of a meaningful impact in 3v3. Maybe it will be in 5v5, but you guys have to see how scary the Attacker Cron is with Gungans. It makes them absolutely just juggernauts and deals so much damage because of the defense to offense conversion with that generator is just coded very crazy, but that's a very good win. Okay, so since we have a little bit of wiggle room with defense, I thought, let me try something against comps that are very powerful that we might not want to use an expensive team on. So as you can see, I have a bunch of GLs remaining with Satele, Bane, like I have so much remaining, but I want to try things against comps that if I can afford the wiggle room. So this is the Cobb level 9 with the offense and critical chance up 6 with high tenacity, potency, crit chance, and all that stuff. I'm going to try Tarkin clones. Maybe this can do something with the Order 66 and preventing revives. Running the Terminator 3 with crit damage, protection, offense, potency, and health. I was sorting by potency. This would be really cool if this can beat Cobb. There's no guarantees, but we'll see. Definitely curious. Alright, there's the fear. We'll just go here for now. Want to keep that fear going. Cup's going to do some big damage. Got to be able to kill Cobb. That's the most important. Okay, we're going to go here. Ability block. Alright, gotta be a little patient. We're starting to do some damage. Okay, he's gone. There you go. So Tarkin clones can pull this off. That's pretty good value. In my opinion. And it might be a full... it was looking like it would be, but... It's a 56. Alright, guys. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So if you're looking at a possible Cobb Vanth counter on defense, Tarkin clones seem to be pretty good. Now, that's with the Cobb Vanth level 9, and with a Jawa as the 3rd. Will that change with Lobot in there? I don't think so. I really don't. They're just going to cleanse way more. If anything, I can get around the taunt and the marked easier with that team because we were stuck behind Jawa a little bit, but that really wasn't that bad. So that's pretty good value for going against Cobb. Keep that in your bookmarks. Alright, we got Ewoks on defense. Let's see the power of Ewoks. Again, I have a lot remaining, but let's just see what we can do against them. Will the Paploo do anything to stop us? They have the Tank Retribution 3, Support, or Protection Recovery 6, with this very, very good Paploo level 9, with Protection, Crit Damage, Potency, and Crit Chance. I'm going to run Stormtrooper Luke. I've never really got to play with this team on offense, and I want to try them out a little bit. Running the Defense to Offense 6 for attacker, units. High Crit Chance, high offense, and a little tenacity. I'm so curious. I never get to use them, but I think it'd be fun to try to figure out different things I can use. That was really fast. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ewoks are not cutting it. Not cutting it on defense at all. I just had a feeling. That was pretty explosive. I think our Leia was hitting really hard. So I don't know if the defense to offense is actually doing a lot of work there, but that was pretty easy. That was really, really easy. I still think this is a very good team. I definitely underestimated it when I was talking about it with the error system. They made that look like it was nothing. So that was super, super easy. Next up is going to be the ISB, and now I'm just going to start to, get going here because we have a lot, and I have to start to use stuff. So they are at 7-star. They're rocking the Dedra FDC. Very good stats. I'm going to go Sith Eternal Bane. I'm going to rock the Darth Revan Focus Datacron because of all that health, armor pen, and tenacity is just very, very nice to have. This one is going to be really, really fast. I think. Are we going to kill the leader, actually? Is this possible? He was close. Let's see what we can do. Just got to get to the ultimate, and then this battle's over. And yeah, not much to talk about there. That's really, really easy. But there's 2 teams without Datacrons, and that was the toughest team remaining. So I was like, you know what? Let me just combine Sith Eternal Bane. No reason to split them up. And I'm probably going to go this Grand Arena without using all my GLs. But hey, We're doing good. For the last team on the top wall, it's Trench and the final team with the Datacron. Let's see what Trench is like in 3v3. I personally don't think he's going to be worth setting on defense. He is very good in TW, though. They're rocking the Health and Protection Recovery on a Daze or Stun, Wordy Separatist 6, and the Trench 9 with high crit damage, protection, health, and offense. I cannot go a Grand Arena without using Satele, so rocking the Basti 9, damage reduction level 6, and the Bulk 3 with really good protection and crit damage. The rest doesn't really matter. Obviously, the offense is really nice. This will be a record battle. Record fast. Just completely stun lock all of them. Yeah, it's kind of sad. That's a 20-second battle. Yeah, just Trench is going to remain on the bench in Grand Arena. He just straight up is. Not worth it. Not worth it, my friends. I know the Datacron is very good. He's got very good TW Omicrons, but Grand Arena, it's just simply not going to happen. So we have 2 teams left, and then ships. For the last 2 teams, I want to start to do a little bit more efficiency to see if we can get a very high score. So I'm going to be rocking a Malgus solo against Tarkin, seeing he can pull this off. They have no Datacron. First week, it's understandable. It's hard to get all that quantity. Rocking the Health and Protection Recovery 3 with the highest health cron with tenacity and crit chance. Just, let's see if Malgus can solo the Empire. Full auto. Probably going to take a little bit of time, but in the meantime, I have my coffee. It's been very enjoyable. This is a maple pecan cappuccino with a little bit of cinnamon. Very, very good. The reason why you do a solo here is because Tarkin is coded not to do his AoE when he is against a solo unit. So characters like Wampa, so many different units. It's just like Malgus solo, Malik solo. He will not do the AoE. It's not in his DNA. He will not do it. So this is extremely good value for when you see Tarkin on defense. And especially when you have a lot remaining. And the Health and Protection Recovery on the 3 here is actually very nice because I'm gaining a lot of buffs. That's giving me a lot of my banners back. So I'm a big, big fan of that. We're probably going to go for... Actually, no, we're going to go for Tarkin. I was going to say let's go for Disguised Clone Trooper, but it doesn't really matter. This is why I think Malgus is still relevant in Kyber 1 today. He is able to do shenanigans like this. Very high relic team. Good, Omicron. And he just got a 59 banner win. He's turning into a solo monster. He can do it against Resistance. He can do it against Tarkin. I freaking love Malgus. One of the best characters in this game. And he's helping me a lot with my efficiency. So, one more team left. Let's do it. Final team is Bad Batch. And I am going to end up using JML here. Jabba is not going to be used today. Gas, Reva, Master Mace, Maz Kanata. Radis, not really a big one. But Bad Batch... Those are the big ones. I could have used... Yeah. I mean, I had quite a bit remaining, but we're good. We're good. So, we're going to rock JML really quick. I'm running the Bulk 3 with very high protection, almost 50%. This will be a really fast battle. And then we got to do ships. Let's pass back to JML. It's going to be... Watch this. 1. A 2... I was going to do a 3, but it's not going to work. Oh, a 3. There we go. Just like the Tootsie Pop. Very, very easy battle. I mean, JML against Bad Batch is just a hard counter, which on a Night Cal. So, that's going to be the character battles. We did really, really well today. So, I'm very happy that we didn't drop. But, they left a massive surprise for me on defense with triple Metafleet defense. When I first started doing YouTube, I was like, I had comments like, oh, you're the best ships player I've ever seen. Ships lately have been like my downfall with the RNG with Leviathan mirrors and losing banners. So this is a little bit interesting. What I'm thinking here. What am I thinking here? Let me think for a second. I have Profundity, Leviathan, and Home 1, right? I kind of want to... Gotta think for a little bit. Home 1 can beat this. I've actually done it on my free-to-play account, but Han's Millennium Falcon is very helpful for that. So what I think I'm going to do is we're straight up going to just do a Leviathan mirror match. And if I lose the coin flip, it is what it is. It's not double reinforcement. It could be rocking Phantom MK3. I don't know for sure. But we're going to go 1-2. That's all I really need. I need Scimitar and I need the MK6. So let's see if I win this coin flip. That determines whether you're going to get high banners or low banners. That's just straight up how it works. Yeah, so I think in the past 4 mirror matches I've done in Grand Arena, I have lost the coin flip. It's just pure RNG check. If you're both at Relic 10, they have to check mark whatever. A dice roll. So this will be a bad banner win, especially if it's Phantom MK6. I'm in really bad banner territory. Like, abysmal. So yeah, that's what's going to strip the banners for me. It's just what it is. Happy I brought MK6 because it's going to be very helpful here. So we're going to go here, bring out Scimitar. That brings me out ahead. He's going to go down. And I'm just curious, is it going to be Phantom or is it going to be Sith Fighter? I don't think it's going to be MK6. Sith Fighter. Okay, so not as bad of banners as it could have been. If it was the Phantom, we would have been in real trouble. Okay. MK6. We're going to just do a basic here. We're going to blow up the bomber. And then this could be full auto, but I'm trying to banner max at the moment. Let's see. Are you going to go down to thermals? I probably should have done the other one. That gives me more, I think more stacks. Hopefully he can live long enough so that he doesn't go down. We'll see. Okay. Heal. More stacks. Bombs. Fear. Okay, it ended up not being as bad as I thought it was going to be. So it's a 72. That's because I lost the ship. It is what it is. That's just the way it works in Grand Arena. So now I have to think about these two. I could do a Profundity Mirror. Kind of want to try Home 1 against Executor without Home 1. Without Han's Millennium Falcon, if that's possible. I could also run the Kenobi trick. Which I haven't really done on my main account, but you know what? Just for fun, I think I'm in a situation where I'm fine in terms of banners, right? Let's go Rebels. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I would really like to do Han's Millennium Falcon. That means I don't have it for a potential mirror match, which could be a problem. Could also bring in Rogue One. I don't really need Rogue One for a mirror match. You know what? Let's try this. And I'll do one more reinforcement just to see if it's possible. Can I beat Executor without Han's Millennium Falcon? I do it all the time on my free-to-play account with Han's Millennium Falcon, but that's the biggest question. So yeah, I don't want to drop, but my opponent did drop a couple times. So I think even if I drop once, I'll be okay. But it's always good to figure out some stuff. So let's go, obviously, Rebel B-Wing. Go here. Okay, we're going to go here. Now, I have a lot higher relics on this account than my free-to-play. So this could end up being a little bit better. So normally, you want to do this. But I wish I got it on you. So I'm going to go here. Because I want to start to get rid of Punishing One. Okay, I got rid of Punishing One. So that's good. I'm going to lose a ship, so that stinks. Didn't lose a second ship yet, but let's go here. I might be able to win this before a reinforcement comes out. So normally I bring in Han's Millennium Falcon and the battle's over. Unfortunately, if it's Houndstooth, I'm a little... Yeah, now I think I'm in trouble. Because Houndstooth is a different animal. I don't think getting through this giant raid boss of a ship is going to be easy without Millennium Falcon. We'll see. I kind of had a feeling, but it's a great start. But I also wish I brought in a fourth slot. Oh, that was a waste. I just gotta kind of wait until this breach is gone. Or this target lock immunity. Alright. Let's see what happens. It's evasion. Will I get stuck on Houndstooth? I might. I very well might. I think Biston's U-Wing would have been very nice to have. I just... should I have brought in the Millennium Falcon? I also wish Kyle's ship was around. That would have been great. We're going to go here. They're not at contract, so I'm not, like, concerned about that. I mean, they might get it now. It's getting dangerous. Some AoEs, please. Okay. I might time out. Yeah. I'm gonna time out on Houndstooth. You need Han's Millennium Falcon, I think, or Kyle Katarn's ship to live. So I don't know if I played this absolutely perfect, but it's fine. It was worth a shot. There's too much protection up and stuff. I mean, unless there's something I'm missing. You're just gonna cleanse. Yeah. Alright, worthy of a shot. This is why you need Millennium Falcon. It's gotta be for Hounds. If Houndstooth didn't come out first, would have been fine. Or if Kyle Katarn's ship was around, I'd win. But Kyle Katarn's ship died immediately, so just... that's a GG's. Seconds. How crazy is that ship that Houndstooth can just completely shut you down? It's so tanky. I will take it though. Now I gotta make sure I don't drop to Profundity. So, alright, we'll submit that. We'll clean that up really quick. But that was good to figure out. We're now gonna do a Profundity mirror match. Rebels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go... I'll do this and make sure I have my TIE Bomber. And that should guarantee the win. Unless they have TIE Bomber as well. Some pretty good assist by them. Good assist by me. They go first. Alright, there we go. Good RNG. There we go. Didn't even have to bring in the other reinforcements, but here we are. Is it Rogue One? Yes. No TIE Bomber. And who is this? We got Ghost. Banner Stealer. Okay. Go Phantom just in case. Very cool. Go here for the banners. Let's see. We're going to lose a couple banners. All right. 73. Not my favorite. Not my favorite by any means. Still think I had to save Han's Falcon for here. It's kind of like a pick or choose situation. And now over here, I think I just go with Tarkin. Or not Tarkin. I go with Thrawn. I haven't used this fleet in so long. It's kind of crazy. We'll just go with this really quick. Get to the insta-kill and just get rid of the Houndstooth. Triple meta fleet is never a fun time. Wow, why is Scythe like getting absolutely messed up? We'll go with just Defender. Give ourselves some of the buffs. I don't even need to get to ultimate. We're doing way too much. Go for a heal. Let's see, is Vader gonna one-shot? Yeah. Alright. It's definitely a bad drop to have, because it's a big banner drop, but I think we're gonna be okay with the amount of drops my opponent had. So that's a 2054 because we dropped on fleet. So that's super unfortunate. If I had Executor on offense, I probably would have done it differently. But I think I'm going to be okay. This Grand Arena is not over yet. I haven't done any of the calculations to see. They still have to get through a couple of tough teams. So I'm not sure if they're going to continue to attack. I know they said their time was a little scarce. So we'll come back, see how we did, and hopefully 2-0 for the week. All right, Knights, after spending a little bit of time outside, I come back to some good news. We got the win. We are 2-0 for the week and the season so far. So I am 1 win away from matching my win record from last season. How sad is that? Looks like my opponent did not have enough time to finish their attacks, and I think if you do the math with the banners, I don't think it was possible for them to come back. So I do not think they attempted any more teams, but a couple highlights for me in this Grand Arena. And for defense, I was very proud that I was able to set Queen Amidala on defense while also having a counter for Rey, and it got me 3 holds. So that's a big highlight for my defense, and this Bounty Hunter Forlom team is really doing some work. As you could see, Baylan had some issues on offense when I was trying it, so I might have to figure out a different counter for Jango. I did get Cobb Vanth to work on my ult account a couple days ago, but it wasn't as strong as a variant. It had OG Mando, and I got very lucky with a insta-kill. But for me, the highlight on offense is 100% Ugnaught beating Lord Vader with a very dangerous level 6 attacker cron. Now, I was able to test against even more Lord Vaders with Ugnaught on my ult account today streaming. It looks like some crons with very high defense can cause problems. I was able to take out Lord Vader and Apo, but I was permanently stuck on CX2 because of the evasion mastery. You literally could not hit him. So I'm considering swapping out a speed arrow on my Hondo for an accuracy arrow, just in case that can help out with this matchup. I don't know if it will. The speed might be nice to take more turns, but that was definitely helpful. Great Mother's working was always very fun, but so far, very good first 2 matchups. I think the only drop I had was ships. I probably could have played this scenario better. Maybe I could have done a Galactic Republic counter for Executor, or I could have done Galactic Republic against Profundity. I wanted to try to get Home 1 to work without Han's Millennium Falcon. The problem was Houndstooth is a little too tanky without all those buff removals. So, very happy with today's victory. We're 2-0 for the week, and I'm hoping we can keep this momentum going. So, if you guys learned a thing or two, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to drop a like in the video, comment down below, and subscribe for more content from your boy Vex. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. May the Force be with you all. Peace.